BSSB episode 81. Tonight, it's just Mark and I taking it back old school, just us two chilling.
Yes, sir.
So, roll one up, smoke that shit, enjoy this episode. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this shit. Go to the merch shop.
Yeah, for sure.
And get yourself a shirt or a hat or some cool shit. Mark's wearing one now.
I can really see it.
BSSB cross blunt shirt.
Yeah.
So, yeah, enjoy it.
Wake up. San Francisco.
Let's go.
I like it. You got it, dude.
It's Danny Tanner and Rebecca Donaldson.
And Becky. But no, for real. Like Vincent D'Onofrio, if you think about it, he's playing a giant bug that is wearing a man's skin, right?
Yep.
And like, he plays it so well that you would think he was a bug wearing a man's skin. Like the way he contorts his face and his body
dude,
and
it's
shit.
fucking crazy.
Like he does it so well. Like he should have like got
Won something.
like maybe it's not an Oscar worthy performance, but he should have got like an MTV Movie Award or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Moon Man. Got a Moon Man.
Yeah, for
Is
sure.
that what they were? Moon Men? The MTV
I think
Awards?
that was the VMAs. The movie awards were the popcorn.
Oh, okay.
It was the popcorn bucket or whatever. But yeah,
No, those were good movies.
they were. I watched the second one last night, and I'll tell you what, Laura Flynn Boyle looked fantastic as the villain, even though she's like a weird plant that and turns itself like it looks at a magazine and sees a Victoria's Secret ad, and it's Laura Flynn Boyle in the ad, so she just turns into Laura Flynn Boyle. But man, she looked good back in them days. Johnny Knoxville with two heads.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
There's
You ever see the third one?
I think I've seen them all, but I've only seen
Third one came out like years later.
the ones I've seen the most though are the first two. The first one I've definitely seen more than like
That third one doesn't
all
get
of
enough
them.
love. That third one is underrated. It's got
'cause
Josh Brolin in it.
yeah, I remember because isn't it what's his name? He's like retired and he has to go at the post office and get him back.
That's the second one.
Second one. Then I don't know the third one. Then
He
tell
wasn't
me about
retired. Well, he did retire, but they neuralized him.
Neuralized.
So
him.
he couldn't remember anything.
Yeah, and then he had to trigger the
Yeah,
memory.
I just watched it last night, so it's pretty fresh in my memory.
All right.
The third one came out like 10 or 20 years later. And it was Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones again. But Will Smith goes back in time to like the 70s or something, or the 80s maybe, when Kay was much younger.
Okay.
So Josh Brolin plays young Tommy Lee Jones, and he nails it.
Really?
Nails it, dude. And it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that movie's underrated. It's actually pretty fucking good.
Might
and the
have to go
villain's good
watch
too.
it. Might have to watch it, dude.
The
I always
villain's
liked him.
a well-known like actor, but like only the people who know actor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the guy from, for the people at home, it's the guy from What We Do in the Shadows and Flight of the Conchords on HBO. What We Do in the Shadows is fucking great, too. The movie. He's also on the TV show, but not as much as he was in the movie.
Yeah. So speaking of movies, you ready for, Deadpool and fucking Wolverine? I like Deadpool. Wolverine movies were cool.
Yeah, I like Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, and I like Deadpool. So yeah, I like the first
You think
two
it'll
Deadpool
be cool
movies.
combined?
I'm hoping it's still good because it's going to be Disney Deadpool.
So there's going to be a black lesbian?
He might be a black lesbian. I did see in the trailer though that there is I think they hinted at a female Deadpool, and I'm like, who's female Deadpool?
Who?
They might already announced it. And I'm just like, oh, I bet you it's his girlfriend in the movie. His hot girlfriend that pegs him.
Oh, yeah. Could be her. That'd be sweet.
Yeah, if you think about it, Deadpool is like nobody complains about Deadpool as an LGBT character.
Well, you know why? Because he's not throwing it at us and
You're
telling
right.
us how to be.
It's not-
That's just him.
Yeah,
we know that.
he just is.
He just is.
And they use it as a joke sometimes.
Yeah, he's not wearing rainbow colored shit. He's not telling people how to live
even,
their lives.
Even in like the comic books, like maybe not the early ones, but like the later ones, he had some like bisexual tendencies. He was always like flirting with Spider-Man.
And we've talked about it a million times. Both of us don't give a fuck what you do. It's till you come knocking on our door and telling us how we should live our lives and telling us what we should do. That's when we have a problem. Yeah.
Damn, usually I didn't want to get political about it, but I mean, usually you're the one telling.
Yeah, but I mean, that's not too political, really.
No, I get it.
I mean,
I agree. It's everywhere all the time.
But that goes with anything, though. Like that,
they right there. Shoehorn it into everything.
Yeah, that literally is any type of thing in life. Like, I don't give a fuck what you do.
And the real egregious stuff is when they shoehorn it into kid stuff for no reason at all.
Just leave the kids alone.
Just leave the poor kids alone. Do it. All right. But yeah, I'm pretty psyched. I'll watch the third Deadpool movie for sure. I saw the first one in theaters, not the second one though. I saw it in theaters on Valentine's Day, a double date with me and my girlfriend at the time and my brother and his wife.
Oh, nice.
Her fiance. So mind you, they're still engaged. They've been engaged for like ever. They've had 2 kids.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not married.
I guess that's true, but I'm just saying, like,
we've been 10 years.
But
2
like,
kids.
what's the point of getting engaged if you're not going to get married?
I mean, I just put a ring on her finger, but like, other than that, it's like, well, what's the point of getting married, though? The opposite. What, you change your name?
Well, there's tax reasons and stuff.
And like, yeah, but there's other tax reasons right now of being a single mom of 2 kids. There's also benefits of that.
But that's not.
She's single. We're not engaged. I mean, we're not married, so technically she's still single and I'm single.
Yeah, but you both live in the same household.
Yeah.
But you both claim the same kids as dependents.
No, only one of us will claim the kids.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. So you guys like switch it off year by year?
Depending, yeah.
Or you guys just like, who's going to get more?
Yeah. We figure out what it works best to be.
All right.
But yeah. No, I mean, like, because, you know, I mean, you got to look at it like.
No, I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is being engaged doesn't give you any benefit either.
No.
So, like, what's the point in getting engaged if you don't really have any intention of getting married? Like, what is the point?
It's almost like I gave her a commitment ring.
So it's almost like getting married without getting married. It's just like we're basically married.
We're married.
It's like a promise ring. We're not going through all the
bullshit.
It's essentially like a promise ring. Although the promise ring, the promise is that you're gonna marry her.
Yeah.
Eventually.
But like we even talked about, even if we, would do it, we're just gonna go to the courthouse, do that thing real quick, and just have like a party. But that'd be it. We're not doing anything.
They're party animal.
Wild and crazy.
I gotcha. So you do plan on getting married just whenever the time is right?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, you're just in no rush.
Yeah. Nothing really.
Gotcha. So I guess engagement without actual marriage, it's just like a reason to give each other rings and you wear them so people know that you're spoken for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yep.
Well, then why don't more people because like marriage, like originally marriage was like a religious thing.
Yeah.
Like you didn't get married really unless you were religious.
Correct.
So.
And a lot of times, like even some religions, even like it was cultures, I guess you could say, they don't even do rings. It's like, here's a fucking chicken. There's still some places that do that shit that they don't do rings. They'll do like, here's a fucking
they'll
chicken
trade.
that'll produce you eggs.
Here's
and shit.
4 goats and a chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And my son marries your daughter.
Yeah, type shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's different culture stuff.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like different cultures and shit. So like,
but like I think it's like essentially it's like a Christian thing. Like marriage is a way to have sex without sin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I got no problem killing babies on a chest or whatever.
All right. Clarify before we get demonetized.
Population paste all over a lady's chest. I don't mind that.
He likes to blow loads outside of women.
Yes.
Or on top of them. But not within their They're 4 walls.
Correct.
You know why it's called her 4 walls?
Hmm.
Because she's a brick house. All right.
Hers was more of a rectangle because it's sideways. It's not really a box.
What do they call their houses out there? Because they're like different kinds. They're like paper. You know what I mean? They all slide. What are those things called? I can't remember. Those like houses like that.
Like the dojos, how they slide, like those little sliding doors.
Yeah, but a dojo is where you practice martial art.
But like they have those. Are you talking about those type of doors where they're real thin wood and like?
Yeah, but I mean,
paper?
just like all the houses, like you see someone in like Japan.
I have never
or China,
seen one.
And they want you to take your shoes off. Everything's like matte, and then you like all the doors are like sliding paper doors with like frames.
Oh yeah, I've never ran into any of them.
How am I more educated in?
No, I know which
Asian architecture than you are. You've literally seen it.
No, I'm telling you. I know what you're talking about. I'm just saying I never ran into them over in Taiwan.
Oh, got you. But you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about, but I have never ran into them. I forget what
my point was even about bringing them up.
I don't know. But no, a lot of them are just, they're more sturdy now. But yeah, I don't know.
Cool. Because I don't remember why I brought it up.
Maybe out in like older. I'm more of like in the technology place where everything's a little bit newer. So maybe like in the older style homes.
Yeah.
I just never really been there.
All right. So, again, I don't know why what were we talking about before we brought up those houses?
Oh, what Asians call their houses, because I said...
Oh, yeah, those types of houses. There's a type of name for them, I'm sure, because, you know what I mean? There's condos, there's this, that, you know what I mean? There's
I don't know.
Bungalows, like all kinds of shit.
Oh, fucking... It was the weirdest thing. So when I got punched by Baby Hawk or whatever...
Yeah.
Dude, that shit didn't bruise till like Tuesday night.
Yeah, it was like 4 days later or something.
Yeah, like Tuesday, Wednesday.
And then it was
actually
like,
bruised.
It was weird.
It was like black and purple.
Yeah.
It's like his skin rubbed off on me or something.
Yeah, it was weird looking. 4 days later. That's how deep. It took 4 days for it to fucking reach the surface.
Yeah. I don't know like what that means with an injury.
That means you're dying. I'm pretty sure that means, and I think it also means you're gay.
Internal bleeding.
Yeah. And homosexuality.
Yeah.
He punched you so hard, he changed your sexual preference.
Now I like fudge pops.
Fudge pops, that's right. You gotta eat them.
But, yeah, Baby Hawk ended up winning his fight, though.
He did.
He got taken down, close to getting submitted. But he fought his way out of it, got on top, and beat the fuck out of dude. Found out I wasn't there, but I talked to a dude that was there. They ended up, dude was fucked up, I guess. They ended up taking him out on a stretcher.
Really?
Yeah.
He hammer fisted him there at the end.
Like, you seen his face explode. Like, it was like, you could tell, like, you seen, like, he was like hammer fisting him. Mm. And, like, dude looked up, got punched, like hammer fist, went back down. But when he came back up again, it was just red then. It was like white.
Like his
white.
Face.
He got hit, went down, came back up, and then it was just like fuck.
It's like his nose exploded.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, I guess dude was all fucked up.
All fucked up.
So shout out Baby Hawk for the win.
For sure. So I watched this video today.
Mm-hmm.
And it was entitled...
It was entitled? I hate fucking entitled people.
It was very entitled. But, you know, it's just young. It's just young and stupid.
Yeah.
No. It was entitled something like the martial art that's being erased or something like that. And I was like, what? And it was pretty much all about like one of the martial arts that were rising and basically led to like UFC, like MMA, pro wrestling, like WWE stuff, like the early like carnival stuff.
Yeah.
And like you know, other like martial arts type shit, and like Pride and stuff like that. And it was called, I think it was Catch as Catch Can, I think, wrestling. You ever heard of that?
Mm-mm.
Catch as Catch Can. So, and I immediately thought of the term catch wrestling. Have you ever heard of that? I think this is essentially that, or like the earliest form of that.
Okay.
And because back in the day, there were no basketball, there was no baseball, there was no football. You know what I mean? There were no professional sports really, aside from like boxing.
Wrestling was like that type of wrestling, like that was like the first like sport back in like the Roman Empire, right?
Yeah, like the Greco-Roman wrestling, and like there's wrestling's ancient.
Yeah,
but like this was like before like more, I guess if you could call it modern day civilization. Like there was no real like professional sports, because even then like that wasn't professional. They had the Olympics, but that was about it. So a lot of dudes ended up like doing wrestling, just like doing tests of strength, and like it started in like England and eventually came over to America, but they called it catch can wrestling, as weird as that is, which is kind of just like do like, you know, do as you can wrestling, like. And it was pretty gnarly. People got fucked up. There was submissions. They worked submissions into it eventually, and then they put catch can wrestling in the Olympics, and it blew up. People loved it. You know what I mean? Like it moved to America, like I said, and people were doing it here and shit. And so they put it in the Olympics, and it did really well. And then one year after the first one, they decided not to let pro catch wrestlers do it, and only let amateurs do it in the Olympics. Which I was like, doesn't that defeat the purpose of the Olympics? Supposed to be like the best of the best. And so a lot of the pro wrestlers, professional catch wrestlers, didn't get to do the Olympics, and they ended up doing other things, which led to professional wrestling as we know it today. Where it was more of a spectacle. Like they would do crazy like theme matches, like mud matches. Where the ring just had mud all over it and made it much harder. Like they would that's when it started to become like predetermined, and it was more about entertaining the crowd instead of
they
an
do
actual
these
sport.
like not like making it like talking bad on it, but did it like go around with like circuses and shit? Like it's like
that's how like when it became like a more professional sport, that's how it grew so rapidly and became so popular, is because they were doing it at like carnival. They were going town to town, and they were doing
different
it at like
fairs and different
carnivals
shit like
and shit. That's how it got so popular and started spreading. I'm like,
that's cool.
Like I guess other countries started having their own versions of it, or developed their own types of things like that, and it was really cool.
That's sweet.
Go really
check that
cool.
shit out, you fucking bitches. Watch it, give it a view, a like,
a subscribe.
Yeah, something. Oh, the Pro Football Hall of Fame game's coming, dude. Town's gonna be getting busy.
Great.
Yep, balloon liftoff starting.
There's gonna be a lot of.
And I think next weekend's the balloon liftoff, so I might get 2 years in a row. I've had the 1 year. You remember the 1 year that shit landed right across the street?
Yeah. That happened a couple years. Happened last year.
Yeah, dude, it happens all the fucking time where balloons be landing by my house. I love it. So I'm ready for that shit again.
Oh, yeah.
Kids love it. Love the parade. I'll be taking the kids to the parade. I love that shit.
Oh, yeah.
I'll have my gun on me.
Our parade's just like they always were.
Yep. Same thing from when I was a little kid, at least when I remember. Same shit.
If I remember correctly, parades kind of suck. Like, parades aren't cool. There's not much going on a parade. Like, if you think about it, it's just either loud ass fucking sirens on like fire trucks and shit, candy, and like floats with people on it, and they're just waving at you, throwing candy. Like, really, when have you ever saw anything like incredible at a parade? Aside from maybe like Macy's, Christmas Day parade or Thanksgiving Day parade or whatever.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
Like, you're a kid and you love them, but in reality, I'll tell you, I get there and I gotta sit for like 40 fucking minutes and wait for the parade to get to me. Then we would just watch this parade go by, and then I'll and see the end, and I'm like, all right, there you know, there's shit. Like, you can see the end of it when like all the cops and shit, and I just dip out.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, there's nothing. Like you said, it's floats. The little fucking like dudes on the little scooters and shit. Best part's watching a horse take a giant shit and someone have to clean it up.
Yeah.
Like that shit's funny with little pooper scoopers come up behind the horses.
Yeah. Parades always remind me of that Mitch Hedberg joke. It's like, if you walk the opposite direction, it's like the parade's on fast forward. Yeah. Something like that. If you drive the opposite direction. It's like,
but no, like I said, it's cool for the kids. Like I said, it's, you know, fire trucks. Last year they did drag they did pull on a trailer, like a big ass, like
a pool on a trailer.
No, they pulled on a trailer. A big ass like military helicopter, like that had the fucking chutes for the gun. I don't know if it was like Comanche or I don't know, helicopter,
like a Black Hawk or something,
or whatever it is. But like, dude, it was a big old fucking helicopter. They couldn't even have the fucking the wing or the things because they would have been too long.
Oh, gotcha. I've been like scraping buildings.
Yeah, dude, but this thing's fucking. Oh, dude, this thing was fucking badass, dude. It was pretty fucking cool to see that. So there is like some cool shit you see, but for 99% of it, it's fucking boring.
Yeah. Yeah. No, parades are gay.
Like, trust me, I wouldn't go to a parade if I didn't have kids. If you're going, if you're a 35-year-old male. And like, if me and you went to we're like, hey, dude, I'll be over at like 5:30 to pick you up for the parade.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna go see the parade.
That's gay. That's gay.
Either it's gay or we are very, very high, like high on like
mushrooms,
trippy shit. Yeah. Like, yeah, dude, you want to do some mushrooms? Go watch the parade? Yeah, I definitely do. You know,
that's probably because we're still up for the night before. Like, hey, dude. You realize the parade's in like 2 hours. Yeah. What time is it? It's 4:30. Be like,
fuck. And that's how the movie starts.
Let's just eat the rest of these shrooms and we'll fucking make our way over there. Oh, dude. So in the comments and on Twitter, it was there was a lot of people saying that they want you to do the next stunt on the podcast. That you got to get punched in the gut next, or slapped by the slap fighter.
Who said this?
People on Twitter. I don't know them. They're just Twitter people.
There's nobody on Twitter saying this.
Yeah, they were, dude.
Show me.
I'm watching these fights right now. I can't. But yeah, there's a bunch of people that were like, you know,
that did not happen.
Like, Mark should do it too.
No, they shouldn't. And no, they didn't. Why would you say such a thing? Why are you trying to rope me into this bullshit?
I don't know, because you always try to rope me into everything.
What do you mean? What am I trying to rope you into?
No, like when you're like, you should dye your hair that. You should cut your hair like that shit. Don't just be a dumb.
Yeah. I guess you're right. You're like, yeah, you should do your hair in cornrows.
Yeah, you always give me some.
So you should cut your hair like that.
You should wear that hat for.
Dude, like, you should start dressing like this. Dude.
You should get a teardrop tattoo. Yeah. I think that was one.
Yeah.
You imagine what I would look like?
You should get a face tattoo.
You imagine what I would look like if I just said yes and did it all?
It'd be like the worst creative character.
I would look like Tekashi 6ix9ine or something.
Like, because I've told you to do like some weird shit before. I can't even remember.
I think I would have one less finger and toe probably if I listened to you and everything.
I don't know. I never tell you to do anything like dangerous. It's usually like fashion things. I was like, oh, look at that. You should get a jacket like that, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's usually something like that. I have some insane wrestling facts.
Oh, shit. Okay, hit me with them. I like facts.
I think...
you know what else I like? Fun facts.
Fun facts. Fun wrestling facts.
Fun facts.
Fun wrestling facts. All right.
Facts about wrestling.
So here we go. First off, CM Punk has a brother who he has no contact with since the late 90s.
Ooh, I wonder why.
Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder why, too. Wonder maybe like drugs and alcohol
involved. We're going to have to
involved.
look into that after this, and we're going to Google that.
Because I know CM Punk is straight edge, right?
Yeah, maybe his brother sucks dick for coke.
Wow. And you know, CM Punk's from Chicago, so maybe he got into some bad stuff living, you know.
Yeah, gang life, gang.
But all right, but I thought that was interesting. Paul Heyman is the godfather of one of Brock Lesnar's kids.
I could see that.
That's pretty cool, I thought.
I mean, I could see that. Like,
which is weird because like Paul Heyman is much older than Brock.
Correct.
Brock will probably outlive Paul Heyman. Correct. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that doesn't really make sense, but I understand if Brock was something to happen to Brock.
Yeah.
And his many travels and many
things he does. Yeah.
But that's cool, I thought. Jinder Mahal.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know him, that guy. His title reign, his WWE title reign was longer than all of Edge's title reigns combined, which is surprising because most people listening, and you for sure, didn't even know who the fuck Jinder Mahal was until just now. But I remember he was the champ for a minute back in like, I don't know, like 2018 or 2017 or something like that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They brought him back and they were pushing him as a heel because he got like jacked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they were just branching out into the Indian market. That's when they were starting to do like random pay-per-views in India.
Mm-hmm.
And they wanted to have an Indian champ. But yeah. James Ellsworth is the only man in WWE who has defeated AJ Styles 3 times consecutively.
Oh, wow.
James Ellsworth, of all people, defeated the phenomenal AJ Styles 3 times in a row because it was part of a storyline.
Fuck AJ Styles,
where that he had to beat him 3 times in order for something to happen. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it ended up being like, I think like Carmella helped him and somebody else helped him, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah. And Jeff Hardy has never won a TLC match.
Oh, that's wild.
It's crazy considering he's like one of the fathers of the TLC match.
That's crazy.
So does that mean Matt hasn't either?
I'm guessing because they fucking. I mean, how many matches would it table at TLC matches would they have been in without each other? You know.
That's what I'm saying. Like usually it was tag team.
Yeah, matches. They never really while they were doing that, they never went off and did like an individual feud or anything with anybody. At least from what I remember, they were always together.
I mean, I guess there might have been like a 3-person TLC match, and he was in it
or something,
and Matt wasn't.
Maybe like one of them got injured or something they had to do. But like, yeah, that's
somebody
crazy.
Who knows is listening to us right now.
Like, you fucking idiots.
No, you fucking morons.
You pieces of shit. You smoke too much weed. No, I just don't fucking know.
No, I just wasn't watching then.
I just don't know that much about wrestling to remember shit like that.
Yeah, there was a big gap in my wrestling watching history. I came back in 2016. Give me a fucking break. Damn, man. Instagram's pissing me off. Wrestling facts.
Fun fact. Fact about wrestling.
Brock Lesnar versus Kurt Angle is the only WrestleMania main event where every wrestler involved used their real name. Brock Lesnar versus Kurt Angle. The only main event where every person involved in the match used their real name, which is kind of cool. Because you would think it would have happened at least one more time.
Right?
He might not have been with Paul Heyman at the time.
But that's his real name, though.
Yeah, that's his real name.
That's what I mean. So even if I
think so.
Like when they say every person involved, like I'm thinking if he's with Paul Heyman, it's even Paul Heyman. So there could be 3 people there that are, using their real names potentially.
For sure. If Heyman was there, but I think this is before Brock came back and had Heyman.
Got you. Well, that's cool though.
I don't know if Heyman was with Brock before he left for
But
UFC.
even if he was, they all 3 were using their real names. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Even makes it even.
But it's just crazier because you would think it would at least happen one other time, but I guess how many wrestlers actually use their real name? A lot of people nowadays do.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be a better thing.
Yeah.
For you, I thought, you would know that more. You'd be able to name some more out. And then, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Is John Cena? Let us know in the comments. Is it John Cena his real name?
Actually, I think it might be. I don't know. Hey Siri, is John Cena John Cena's real name?
Yes, John Cena's real name is John Felix Anthony Cena.
Boom. John Felix Anthony Cena.
All right, and last but certainly not least, The Miz and Seth Rollins are the only 2 double Grand Slam champions in WWE.
That's what's up.
And for people that don't know, a Grand Slam champion is somebody who's held every single title in the WWE.
Doesn't?
Well, every Yeah, because like I don't think the Miz has held the Universal title,
And
but like they have held a champion. Like I
got you a tag, a heavyweight. Yeah. I
They've
did
held
see to add on to that. I did see a thing that which goes. It's as cool as that because it's like opposite. But Miz is the company man has the most losses in WWE history. Yeah. As well.
Yeah, but he's also one of two.
But that's what I mean. Like it's almost like
he's been a world champion at least twice.
Yeah. No, it's like how a lot of the home run
and the U.S. champion and the Intercontinental champion.
Yeah.
And the tag team champions and the women's champion.
Well, it's just like in baseball. Like a lot of the home run leaders are also leaders in most strikeouts at bats as well. That's cool. I like the Miz. Ohio, what's up?
For sure. Yeah, I thought that was cool. Fun wrestling facts.
Fun facts about wrestling.
Fun facts about wrestling. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Fun Facts About Wrestling.
Welcome to Southern Wrestling Ohio here with Eric and Mark. Tonight,
this is Smoky Mountain Wrestling. I'm Jen Cornett.
Rust Belt Wrestling here.
Yeah, ooh, that's good. RBW? That's a good. Is that a real thing?
Nope.
It might be.
Nope. Just came to my head.
Well, nobody steal it because that's going to be our wrestling promotion one day. The RBW.
Rust Belt Wrestling here live in Ohio here July 20th.
And like, you know how WrestleMania is usually sponsored by Snickers?
Mm-hmm.
Ours will be the RBW WrestleMania will be sponsored by Arby's.
Do you know who I'm going to get as the, like the voice of it that goes like, welcome. Like, you know how you would think it's like, welcome. Like you'd have some hillbilly. I was going to get some Asian.
Oh, and welcome to RBW.
Yeah, so it sounded like an old Pride event.
Oh yeah, I like it.
Like,
get all Asian reps.
Yeah, and then it's like
we can hire your boy.
Yeah.
What's his name? The ref.
Who?
Your favorite ref.
Oh, I don't know if he does it, but Yuji Shimada.
Yuji Shimada, there you go.
Yeah. He would still do that shit.
If we paid him enough, he would.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
Leave more for his grandkids.
No elbow attack. No attack groin, and he would touch both their dicks.
Like, yeah, he would like.
They would get cup checked before they got in. That's the thing. They got cup checked before they went in, and he would be like, "No headbutting," and then he'd go, "No elbow attacking," and then he'd go, "No attack groin," and he would go on both one of their fucking dicks a couple times.
And he already knew.
Yeah, he already knew.
Here's the thing. Anything could have happened between now and then. You know?
No, for real. But
so
like
he's just being thorough.
I think he's was
doing
just trying
job.
to, put his dominance out there, saying, "I'm the ref. I know I'm only like 5'5", but I got the power to slap your dick 5 times right here."
Do you think that somebody could get away with me tooing him?
No.
No?
Nope.
For touching their dick?
No, he did it to everybody.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
No, because you can't be too. He did it to everybody. And they all willingly stood there and accepted it.
Well, what if it's like one of those like class action ones where like a bunch of people are involved and they all like there's like 30 of them that come out. It's like, yeah, he touched my dick a second time.
I could have. Could maybe.
Probably not though.
But Rust Belt Wrestling. That's a good one.
Welcome to Rust Belt Wrestling. Can I be the commentator guy? I want to talk like this all the time. Well, maybe there is some wild left out there.
Yeah, I would have to find like the perfect person. Oh, dude, if I could get Kenny would be perfect. His hillbilly ass.
Like Kenny and me, would that be good? Like, hello, Ken. And here's my partner, Kenny Carmen. How you doing, big guy?
Oh, dude, he's a fucking goddamn NASCAR Chevy loving, Ford hating.
NASCAR Chevy loving, Ford hating.
Fucking Dale
son of a bitch.
Hates Rusty Wallace. Oh, dude, I could
fuck that Rusty Wallace.
Yeah, I remember. Oh, yeah, dude. So funny. His dad had a haircut like Hulk Hogan.
Let me tell you something, brother.
He'd wear his.
That wasn't Hulk Hogan. That was me just saying what Hulk Hogan says.
But
let me tell you something, dude. All right, I'm done. I don't know who that character. That's the wild left out there guy. What's up, girl? Which one are you taking? I got the little one over there.
I'm taking the one on the right, dude. Give me the flavor. Put some seasoning in my steak.
Put some seasoning in my steak. Yeah, I'll stick with the girl on the left. I just like salt and pepper on mine.
No,
Classic salt and pepper. You just cook it right, you know.
Yeah. Give me some different soup.
Soup.
You'll take the chicken.
Give me some different soup.
You'll take the chicken noodle.
You got to know the right people.
I'll take the chicken tortilla.
A chicken tortilla. A chicken tortilla. And
You ever have some chicken tortilla soup? That shit's bomb. What is your favorite soups?
Favorite
are you a soup guy? I love soups.
I like some soup.
Yeah, there's some soups I like. But what soups do you like? Is chili considered soup?
I don't think so. Chili is chili.
Okay. But I think...
But chili's my favorite soup. It's not soup. It's chili, but chili is my favorite soup.
Yeah, I was going to say chili's number one.
You know?
I didn't know
chili's my favorite soup. Yep. And you know what my favorite sub is?
Pizza?
A sloppy Joe.
Man, there's motherfuckers that make chili runny though, like soup. I don't like that.
Pizza. Wait, what? What did you just say?
I said there's motherfuckers that make their chili runny like soup though, and I hate that.
Yeah. I hate it when my soup's runny like chili.
No, your chili's runny
like soup.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Man, am I higher all of a sudden?
I don't like that shit.
No. Fuck
potato
that.
soup though is bomb.
Yeah, it's pretty
ham
good.
And bean.
Ham and bean.
You ever have a good ham and bean soup?
I have had a good ham and bean.
I like good ham and bean.
Do you
soup.
like what? Like ham and navy beans? You know, Those are good. And
yeah,
beans are good. Like,
dude, I love beans.
Beans, they all kind of like taste the same, just have like different textures to them or something. I don't know. Like beans are just beans.
Yeah, they're different if you eat them like whatever.
They're a musical fruit, you know?
Yeah,
the more you eat, the more you toot.
The more you toot, the better you feel.
The better you feel. Well, that's just ideal. I don't know. Give me a fucking break, man. Oh.
But yeah, chili's number one. And I'd go probably potato soup, ham and bean.
Nice. I remember, and I've never been able to
spot broccoli this. Cheddar. You like broccoli cheddar?
Ooh, broccoli cheddar.
That's bomb.
Every time we talk about food, that's like the most passionate thing you talk about. Like, what are the more passionate things?
Stuffed pepper soup. That gives me mad heartburn. Chicken tortilla soup, as I said earlier. Because that's what her vagina reminds me of over there.
Whose vagina?
The one on here. The lady on the young lady on the right. Girl. Yeah. Yeah, shit's bomb. I love fucking soups.
All right, cool. What's your favorite sub? Yeah, cool. All right. Yeah, what's your favorite pizzas? Like, what's your top 3 favorite pizzas you've ever ordered? You ever had? Cool. Yeah, those are good. Those are top choice, but top tier picks, you know?
That's weird, though. I've never seen that macaroni with bean, though. I bet you that is bomb.
All right. If you can only have
Do you like
one cereal in your cupboard for the rest of your life.
Reese's Puffs. But,
all right.
You like beaners and wieners?
What the fuck does that mean? What does that even mean, dude?
That's what we call them. Where it's just baked beans with cut up hot dogs in them. Your mom ever make that?
Yeah, a lot of people have made that before. I didn't know it's called beaners and wieners.
That's what we called them, was beaners and wieners.
I thought it was called Frank and Beans.
Yeah, I don't know. We call
beaners and wieners.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I was never a big baked bean guy. You know what I mean? Never big on baked beans. I was never real big on baked beans, dude. No, like barbecues and shit. Like I never get like a spoonful of baked beans. They're good. Like I can eat them. I don't have a problem with them. I just don't really ever want them.
From barbecue places more when they have like it's bomb when they have like.
I mean, I'll eat them, and if they're good, I'll continue.
You ever have like the brisket baked beans from like a barbecue place?
No, but that sounds good. What is there, brisket in it?
Yeah, dude, it's like thicker baked beans.
So it gives it like the brisket like flavor, and then like it flavors the brisket.
It gets like a little smoky barbecue flavor.
It's good. Brisket's so good.
Yeah, there'll be brisket or like some places put pulled pork or
what part of the cow is a brisket? Is that like around the like the stomach or something, like his shoulders?
Yeah, I think it is or something like that, because that's why you gotta like they always.
I think it is. I think it is like around the stomach or the shoulders or something. I think it is. I think that's about where it is.
I was saying
somewhere between the shoulders and the stomach.
I was saying the shoulder because I think it's less tender. That's why they gotta cook. It's like long. That's why it's cooked long, because it's like by the shoulder where they're moving a lot, and it's not as tender as like a stomach part.
Yeah, but isn't that what do they call that? Like a rump roast or something? But that's actually like the shoulder. Like no, a pork butt. A pork butt isn't the butt. It's actually it's like the shoulder, the pork shoulder. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. I knew it was something like that. I knew it was something like that. You're my little pork butt, Walt. You're my little pork butt. That's what that sounds like. Comedy gold, I tell you. I don't want to stop. I feel like we're on a roll. Cool.
No, I was just trying to think of shit to talk about before I had to roll another blunt before we start this.
No, I know. I'm trying to get as much as we can because we had like, I can't even remember what we talked about for a minute, but most of it's not interesting to anybody else.
We talked about how shitty parades are.
Yeah, parades. Nobody wants to hear us talk about parades for fucking 15 minutes. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I'm grasping the straws here. I was like, that was pretty good, what we just got. Let's try a little harder.
Yeah.
Like, dude, parades, man. Parades suck.
So
talk about how shitty parades are for 15 minutes. And then how we used to wait for.
So you know what's better? We go to soup.
Yeah. But see, that was actually funny. That's actually funny. Now this is so funny. I feel like we have to leave the parades in.
That's what we're gonna call the episode. Parades and soup.
Just in case I use some of the parades, we probably cut 15 minutes of shitty parade talk.
Yeah.
You ever? I'm pretty sure MTV has a streaming service, or they did, right?
I think so.
You think MTV had like a? They probably didn't. This is too cool for them to do. For some reason, all the cool shit never gets done.
Yeah.
But they should have had like you know, Netflix is trying to do live stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like I know on back in the day, WWE Network, there was just a constant live feed as if it was like a channel.
Yeah.
And they were just playing their whatever, you know what I mean?
Yep.
The different stuff they had. What if MTV's streaming service just had like a live feed where they played music videos all the time?
Just back to old MTV, like MTV
like,
jams.
It was the old school way of MTV, and they're just playing old new music videos, just like.
Well, that's what it's just bring back MTV jams. That channel. That's what eventually.
Well, because I was gonna say, like, what if like, because there was an MTV, and then eventually they made MTV2, and that was music videos all the time, and then MTV2 just became another MTV where they were playing like their reality shows. And there was no music videos, so I was like, well, maybe they should just make an MTV3. And just make that all music. Like, just always have an original version of MTV like that.
Yeah.
Well, but nobody really has cable anymore. So that's what I'm saying on their streaming service.
They should do that because MTV Jams, that's what I would turn on every morning.
Because now they could probably just have an algorithm or an AI just randomly choose the different music videos.
Yeah.
But would they have the rights to all those music videos now?
Yeah.
I don't know how MTV would work to be able to do all that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know how that shit goes.
I never thought about that. How did MTV make money and have the rights to show all the music? I guess music videos are probably different. They're probably sending them to MTV
to promote.
Yeah, where else are you going to put a music video?
Probably sign off for it. Like, hey, your videos made the top 10. You want to fucking have it on?
Actually, that's probably why MTV doesn't do music videos anymore, because internet became a thing.
Yeah, absolutely. That's how you found out about a lot of songs was, like, there's so many times where we would just smoke and watch, like, I'd go, every Friday, we'd go over to my buddy Zox, and we would just smoke mad weed, and we'd watch BET, because they would have 106 in Park, and I forget what the other, but it was
there was
like,
a couple things on there.
It was just they would have like Freestyle Fridays on 106 Park, but it was just like the top 10, 20 songs and shit like that. But that's how you found out about them.
It was like BET's TRL.
Yeah.
BET's TRL. That's just weird to say. And like, yeah, because I can remember MTV2 back in the day. It would play all kinds of shit. Like, it wasn't just like the top. Like, there were bands on there that like I had never heard of, and I was like, wow, I like this band. Like, I can specifically remember the first time I ever heard the band Thursday, and I love that band. If anybody else is out there, fucking let me know in the comments if you know them.
Yeah.
Because they were a pretty popular band. The first time I heard them was I saw the music video for "Understanding in a Car Crash" is the name of the song, and
yeah.
The first time I ever heard Linkin Park was on MTV.
A lot of times, like I remember MTV2 and then MTV Jams, they would have
tons of bands actually.
When it got to like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night, that's when you would get the fucking garage bands, more of the underground shit, like.
Yeah.
Shit you never, like, that's how you discovered a lot of new ones.
Like,
I can remember they had a lot of the independent people, like.
Waking up and it would be on. And it's just like all kinds of, like, all the weird, obscure shit.
Yeah.
And then they'd play like.
But like you would find some bangers. So like that's how you discover, like you said, like you might hear someone, like you said, like Thursday or someone.
Yeah.
Just, it didn't necessarily have to be crazy, but it was like.
Or just weird
like,
stuff.
Yeah, just from like at 10 or 11, it was just when they would start playing like independent shit almost, like just new and up and comers you might not know of, or college bands.
So I can remember there was a point where they were playing like in the middle of the night, like and early in the morning, they would play all old stuff, like stuff from the 80s.
Yeah.
Stuff from like early 90s. Like you'd wake up and you'd be seeing like the craziest like 80s music video in the middle of the night. And you're like, wow.
Yeah. And kids are like, their music videos aren't the same anymore. That was like, because you had to invest so much into a music video because that's how you got found out was TRL, 106 in Park, MTV2. If you made it on like
TRL
late night shit and like different things like that. So like if you didn't have a cool video, like I don't know, it just didn't hit as well. Like you had to have a decent video to go with the song.
For sure. At least cool. Like cool to look at or something.
That's what I mean. It had to be decent. It couldn't just be a shit video. Like you had to put some thought and like something into it.
The art of the music video has kind of died off.
Yeah.
Some people still do it.
Yeah, you'll find some. Yeah, there's definitely people out there that still do cool videos and different shit like that. But
like, especially like late 90s rap videos, they all looked like they were shot inside of a cheese grater with a bunch of light. Like all the rooms were metal. Yeah. Like everything in the room was metal and it all reflected light and looked this. You know what I mean? Like it was so crazy.
It was that, or it was just shot in their local neighborhood.
Yeah, or like in the club.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of them were just like neighborhood fucking, club fucking things and shit like that.
Yeah.
Some of them would just do it at concerts, like, and different things like that.
Just like there's definitely a way, like 90s rap album covers, there's definitely like a certain vibe to 90s rap album covers.
Oh, dude, they were wild.
Especially like the Atlanta rappers and stuff.
Oh,
like,
dude, they're dope.
Like but they were all so like polished and produced, like tons of Photoshop and like
dude, terrible Photoshop. Some of the fucking like the worst ones, dude, were
giant three-dimensional letters,
like Master P ones, the Cash Money ones.
Cash Money, yeah,
dude, they were the fucking worst. They'd have like dogs just photoshopped on there, but like you would see how they just weren't cleanly edited in there. You would see parts of the photo still, like they weren't supposed to be there.
It was Cash Money, and what was Master P's record label? I can't remember. It was like something Army or
No Limit.
No Limit, yeah. And then they had the No Limit Soldiers.
Yeah, that's
what it was. Yeah,
No Limit was terrible. Yeah, they were all fucking.
But I'm just saying, like it was a very late 90s style, like very vibed to that little genre of rap. I forget what my point was with that, but I think it somehow related to what we were saying.
Yeah. Just how cool that shit was.
Yeah. It's definitely a time and place.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, I guess you had to be there, sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. won't appreciate it as much as we did.
We really were like the last generation before, like,
yeah, I would say like
age.
30. Probably what? There's probably a couple years younger than us, but that's about it. Not far off from us.
Yeah.
They experienced like.
Because I remember getting the internet when I was like, I don't know, like 7 or 8. Getting a computer, Windows 95, getting AOL.
Because I mean, I guess it depended. Like, because I mean, we did go from basically. I mean.
But like we had the very beginning of the internet where it really didn't affect our lives all that much until our adult years.
And we went from some like pretty basic ass shit like rotary phone and like a DOS computer.
Yeah, like the worst the internet was doing to us at that point is maybe kids were talking to people they shouldn't have been talking to in chat rooms.
Yeah, like the AOL forums and shit like that.
Yeah. Like predators. It became a place for predators.
Or you're
and hoaxes and shit.
And then the other worst thing was just like the whole Napster thing of like stealing music and like that whole transition of that. But it didn't poison our minds like the shit is now.
Yeah, it didn't have such an impact on like society, social issues and like society and shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But at the same time, be like something that like is still completely like kind of separate. Like it's intertwined.
Yeah.
But like it's still kind of the two different worlds. You know what I mean?
I just
because like it's still in the stage that like a lot of things you do on the internet you wouldn't do in reality. Like you wouldn't say that in reality to somebody.
Yeah,
you wouldn't,
correct.
You wouldn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you just
stuff like that.
Yeah, the whole internet bullies. Yeah, that people hide behind keyboards.
Yeah,
with whatever they do, with how they make someone like make up a meme making fun of someone. Like you wouldn't make fun of them like that right to their face.
No. But also without the internet, you're kind of like blind and ignorant to a lot of things too. You know what I mean?
Unfortunately,
like imagine if you lived in the fucking woods for the past 10 years with no internet. Like the most you got is maybe you'd read a magazine or a newspaper from time to time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you would come out and you would feel like the fucking, you know what I mean? Like the world would be so weird and different to you.
Yeah, it's like Shawshank, dude. When dude gets out and he's just like, he went in before fucking cars were zooming around and shit. And he comes out and there's fucking cars.
You'd be completely unaware. Yeah, it'd be like you traveled forward in time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
With the, like, think about it. If you went into the woods in 2010 and came out of the woods in 2030,
like went in for 20 years. There's people to do that shit.
Yeah, I was gonna try to make it like relatable, so like now, where I was even gonna say 2019.
Yeah,
right before the pandemic or right after the pandemic. Let's go with that. Or no, let's say 2019. Right, you went into the woods in 2010, and you came out of the woods in 2019. And let's say you didn't read a newspaper. You were just living off the land, off the grid for a while. And you're like, all right, I'm going to go back into society, see my parents.
Yeah.
You know, like make sure everybody's okay. You know, let everybody know that I'm okay. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then you go there and there's more than 2 genders. Donald Trump is the president.
Yep.
Like just imagine all the things that were going on in 2019.
Yeah.
Which are pretty much a lot of the things that are going on right now. So it's still relatable. But like, you would think that like you either traveled to another dimension where like what happened while I was fucking in the woods? Like, did I walk into a portal and come out where everything's just fucking weird and crazy? Like a man can be a woman now, you know what I'm saying? Like all kinds of shit has changed in a very small amount, in less than a decade.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to realize there's people that are probably living in the woods right now that don't even know what the fuck's going on still because
people
that's just
genuine,
what they do.
People,
there's people that live their whole lives out there.
There's genuine debates on what a woman is. There's genuine debates on whether the earth is round or flat.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think that like I don't know, somebody fucked with this timeline.
But
you know what I mean?
But here's the thing. It's like, that's only if you were in the wood. Like, that's only if you lived in certain countries. Because, like, you watch some of these interviews where they go to other countries and be like, how do you identify? And they're like, what are you talking about? Yeah. And they're like, no, I'm a man. Like, what do you mean? Like, it just hasn't infiltrated. Yeah, you know?
I'm talking about it like as if it was me in America, I guess.
I'm just saying that's the other shitty part.
I went to Yellowstone and just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or I don't know, I bought some land way out in the middle of in Montana somewhere and built a little hut or a little cabin and just lived out there for a decade and then decided to come back to, Canton or come back to Cleveland or wherever I was from.
There's so many people in the world. You just got to imagine there's people that probably went out there when they were 20 something in the early 90s and then maybe pop out now. Statistically, like there's people that have done that probably. And you imagine them when they went in, like really just before, like there really was no internet, maybe just a touch of it, like you said, where.
Imagine entire families that like they're intelligent, smart families, but like they literally lived like that in like the mountains.
We have some around here. The fucking Schwarzentroopers.
That's probably not how they say it, but.
Or whatever.
Bear with them.
Yeah. But the Amish people, remember I was telling you about them? The most strict, where they don't have like they don't do newspaper. They have zero electric. Like they live all off their land. They don't go
But what about they don't like vote?
No.
Really?
No.
Do they pay taxes?
No.
I think they do.
No, it's part of like
because we asked Amish people one time on a roof if Amish people pay taxes. And they said,
do. Yeah, they're on a roof. These people don't. No, their sole thing is just.
I guess if you're not working in the system,
they just live off.
You're not in the system.
Yeah, they just live off.
It's
the
like
land.
You're a kid.
Yeah, they just live off the land. They don't. Yeah, they don't pay taxes.
No, I guess that's true.
And
because they're not using the system, so why would they pay taxes? Yeah,
they don't go to hospitals.
Yeah, you're right.
Like they don't go to Altman, or wherever. They just fucking. Yeah, like those people, they have no idea what the fuck's going on right now. There's people that live like.
I guess that's true, yeah, and they don't care about the president or
no,
anything
they don't
like
give a fuck about. They don't know there's.
It's like a cult, basically.
Yeah.
At that point, when it's that strict, it's like kind of like a cult.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, there's people in Ohio that are probably have no fucking clue what's going on right now. To a point, they may, but like probably not, because like I said, like some of that Amish shit I watched, those motherfuckers they don't go outside of their.
But I mean, they still talk to people.
Yeah, they might.
They still watch TV.
No, they don't have TV. They don't have radios. They don't have any electronics.
I don't know. I don't know how anybody could say like I know that. Like people can like grow their own food and
like you can't even
shit in a hole in the ground, and
there's videos out there on YouTube. Like you'll find X ones that broke away, but like you won't find ones without them being blurred out.
It's just hard to believe in this day and age that somebody wouldn't need to eventually use the system. You know what I mean? Like at some point, like in this day, in the modern day, you would think that somebody at one point would need to use something that's on the grid. You know what I mean?
You would think, but they don't. It's crazy.
Like what happens when you need to go to a hospital or something?
Don't.
I guess they have doctors. They have like
they just do
holistic medicine or something.
Yeah, they do their ways. Like they're stuck in like whatever that timeline would be of like kind of where you would put like that type of Amish living.
That's crazy. I'd want to get the fuck out of there. That's so crazy, dude.
Yep. Those are the ones that have like those.
But still, like that's still different than the scenario I was.
Yeah. No, I was just going off from it, just saying that like.
Because somebody like that wouldn't. like none of it would matter to them because they don't even really understand it. You know what I mean? Coming out and realizing all these things, like they'd be realizing it for the first time anyway.
Yeah.
This person is fully aware of what all of it means and is like, whoa.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, just imagine.
They would think that something crazy happened.
Yeah, but just imagine that shock factor of like never seeing it at all and then coming out and be like, what the fuck is this world?
Yep.
Especially if you went in like a city. Say someone's like, all right, man, I'm going to take you to Columbus. Your first time out, you're going to go experience Columbus. Or you're going to go, we'll take you to fucking New York. And like they live that type of lifestyle. You threw them in a fucking car with you and you were like, let's go.
Well, I saw the Nelf boys do that with an Amish guy.
Yeah.
And he ended up leaving and going home in the night.
There you go.
While and didn't tell them.
Yeah, because he had, overwhelming.
You know what I mean?
Overwhelming.
But this is somebody.
Yeah, no, I understand
like
what you're saying.
Deciding to go.
No, I understand what you're saying. I was just saying, I think the bigger shock factor in like almost not even shock, but like anxiety. Like, do you imagine how you would fucking feel? Like, I can't even imagine how you would feel coming from never knowing that and then get thrown in, like you said, New York or like some big ass city. You'd be like, you're fucking insane.
Yeah, it's culture shock. That's culture shock. That's like me going to France. I would feel so fucking overwhelmed and have so much anxiety. You know what I mean? Because I can't even speak the fucking language. I don't know what anything says. Like,
I felt
you know
that
what I mean? I don't know what any of the food is.
Like the first time I went to Taiwan, and like, I mean, Hazel was with me, but there's times I would just go out by myself because that's the type of person I am. But there was a point in time where I stood there and I was like looking around like, I really don't, like I'm fucked.
Like
I don't know anything at this point
France
in time.
is probably not the best example because France, like, it's like a tourist place. And I think France would be a lot more understanding about like being culture shock.
Yeah.
Like maybe somewhere more like Tokyo where it's high pace. Everybody, it's like a work environment. Like everybody's.
Oh, dude, that
would be crazy anxiety culture shock.
That's like Hsinchu, dude. Because it's the
like,
tech capital, so that's where like
they're gonna be like, move, get out the way.
All
like,
the chip companies and all that shit. That's
just going to New York City would be like that.
Yeah, somewhere like that, dude. It is, but plus, you just don't. Like I said, every sign there's nothing really written in English at all. Unless it's like
everything will be English in New York City, but just that high pace, it's different culture.
Unless it's like a big major store, there's no English anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll go to big shitty mall, and like some of those stores will have some like Nike,
English, because
like
it's
Nike,
a tourist
Adidas,
area.
And it's like whatever. But there's some stores in there where there's none of it in there, and but. Yeah, and then I was like, well, fuck it. I'm just going to dive in and see what happens and just go. And then, like I said, I eventually learned what I needed to learn. I still can't read, but I know what a symbol, I can't draw it, but if I've seen it, I know what beef noodle soup looks like.
Yeah. I can't wait to clip that out. I still can't read, but I know what beef noodle soup looks like.
Yeah, I can't read it or like write it down, but I know what that symbol, the couple symbols look like for beef noodle soup because that's just bomb over there.
Are there any other symbols over there that you wouldn't know what the word was, but if you saw the symbol, you'd be like, oh, that means this. Just that.
Just beef noodle soup. Just because it's like, because I go there every time I go there.
So like not even like bathroom?
And it's only three, nope. It's only 3 letters. I think it's 3 symbols on this building.
What about food? There's not like you'd be like, oh, I love that shit. That means rice ball.
Nope.
You know what I mean? No. So do you know how to say the words? Like, I want a rice ball in Mandarin?
Not a rice ball, but rice is like fun.
Okay, so if you wanted a rice ball and you went to the pretty rice ball lady.
They speak English.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you'd be like, hey, can I get a rice ball? I'd be like, oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You want to look at my pretty titties?
Yeah. It's like, oh, such a cute baby. Welcome back, Taiwan. We remember you from last time.
You come back later. Me love you long time.
Yeah. But they remember me because there ain't too many big ass Americans that just walk up to them regularly for like 2 weeks straight every morning.
That's true. Yeah.
No, but they speak decent English. Like
you're probably the most exciting part of their day, honestly.
Oh, they love it. Me and like when me and Maverick went up, And then the time before that was me and Ninja. So yeah, they fucking.
Oh
they
yeah,
love
they
it.
probably eat her out. They probably love her being all cute and shit and smart, saying cute shit.
Yep. So, but now, like
then
I
going
said,
gang and walking away.
But now it's cool because like, just the like Ariana's always been like, but she translates easily for me, like when I need to. So she's like that. But now little man, like, her mom and her were talking the other day, and he comes over and he was just basically just spit out what they were saying, and I'm like, hell yeah, dude. So now I got 2 little translators for me, so I'll conquer Taiwan next time. Because now I'll be able to go do whatever and just take one of them with me if they're not both with me, and I don't need to go with anybody else, and we'll be fine.
Here's the thing, dude. You conquer Taiwan, you got China to deal with. So maybe have some allies first, you know?
Yeah. I got all of America with me.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, I'll be all right.
Cool. Plan. That's a good plan. All right, guys. I guess that was episode 81.
Yeah, bitches.
Nice solo episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope it turned out well.
Fun facts.
Fun wrestling facts.
Yeah, facts about wrestling, fun facts.
Yeah, that stuff. That was enjoyable, I'm sure. If you're
those are pretty cool.
Not a wrestling fan, I'm sorry.
Fuck you.
Maybe we'll do MMA facts or Pokemon facts or whatever you're into. Just tell us in the comments. And yeah, check out the merch shop.
Buy something.
Yeah. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tell all your friends.
Pass a blunt.
Pass a blunt. Roll a J, pack a bowl, vape, whatever you prefer, really. No cocaine. Leave that at home. It's dangerous, especially these days. And yeah. Till next time.
Later.